Like, oh, because look, it rebooted too. Like when I was in the shower, I was like, oh shit.
All right, we live. Intro.
Eagles, fly. Boy, you know how we do this. Smitty up the field, Booby on the wheel. Jalen and AJ think how we put a steel fight. Eagles, fight. Oh, you know we gon' do that. BG, big player, Bonte, Bradbury, pick six in the bag. Boy, sweaty on the line, flash that with him. Boy, the Kobe gon' get him, constant, hit him. Boy, and my dog, big as my lot of switching names up. Should be Philly, got it sold up, bro. Why balls? Boys.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Coach, and I got my main man to my left, my right, wherever you facing on the screen. DJ Ill. Ooh, he brought out the OE.
Victory, man. Victory. Every week, we keep winning, drinking old gold, baby.
Unfortunately, it's not Victory Monday. It's Victory Wednesday for us. But yeah, man. Will, how you doing out there, man? How's everything going, especially with the weather? Where you at?
It's good, man. You know, it barely rains out here, but this year it's been raining like crazy. So I was like, ooh, I hope the disenfranchised get out of that aqueduct before the water comes downhill. As you know, they don't be playing. They be in there making their little cribs under in the shade. It's not a good thing. You know what I mean? When the water comes.
Yeah, man. Hey, thoughts and prayers to everybody. Hopefully, everybody out there safe on the East Coast. And I think Fort Myers is getting hit right now. And if I'm correct, Nina, one of the fellow Eagles fans out there, she be hopping in the chat a couple times. So, hey, we thinking about you while you thugging it out there during the storm. What we got in the comments? We got Ken Folk, we got Jordan out here. Jordan, what's good, man? Jordan, did you go to the game Sunday? Because he's in the East Coast, right?
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, man. So Victory Wednesday. Our birds are 3-0. And I see how you feeling because you got the OE. But hey, man, what's your thoughts after that game right there?
I thought it's an air assault, right? Because that's that man's putting up numbers. Like we said, if he starts putting up numbers like that, it's gonna be hard to keep him out of that MVP conversation. They're already talking about it after week 2, but after week 3, it's like, man. But I knew. You remember I said Carson was gonna hold on to the rock and give us some sacks, and he did in a turnover. I knew he was going to get a strip sack or something like that. It's guaranteed. Like either he makes a big play, and he's got Scary Terry. But I was glad to see Slay do his homework and put that to it. That's the thing. That's the thing why Scary was getting on him before because he didn't have no film on him before. So he was just working him. But now he sees him 2 times a year. That's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah. And then what we got? We got Ego 530. Okay, West Coast Birds in the house 3-0. Yes, sir. He stayed at the crib, then watched it with the fam.
Yeah.
South Jersey for life.
Yeah, Jersey.
Yeah, man. It was not bad. I'll take the W. There's a couple of miscues on the defensive end. But yeah, man, fucking 9 sacks. 9 sacks. Oh my God.
Could have been more. So, I mean, I see a lot of holding going on. They weren't calling it. I'm like, damn, our guys are getting through. The last couple of weeks, they were getting held pretty good too. But we were winning, and the rest ain't gonna call when you're winning like that. So I was like, okay, but they were getting through. I seen jerseys way stretched out the field. I'm like, okay, all right. So good to see that.
And this jersey exchange looked a lot better than what Rager did. At least Carson gave the jersey, and it looked like he played. Rager's jersey looked like it came straight off the hanger, bro. So.
Right. My cleats too.
But yeah, man, let's look at the stats from this game. Of course, Eagles won 24-8. The Kobe game is what I've seen a lot of people deem it as.
Kobe.
Jalen Hurts went 22 for 35 with 340 yards passing, That's another game where he threw over 300 yards passing now. His multiple TD passing game, you got the one, the screen to Dallas Goedert. You got the top from Devontae Smith. And then, damn, A.J. Brown just bullying people at the goal line. Like,
yeah, you get yoked. As I said, he's a yoke master, you know. So if you out of place as the DB, he's getting some more yards. That's for sure, you know.
Yeah, it was overall not bad on the passing side. I will say this. I am under the assumption now that Nick and Sirianni are very confident in Jalen's throwing ability.
Yeah,
because they were slinging the rock, bro.
I think they tried last year, but them guys just didn't pull the ball in. Like he put it in he's throwing the ball a lot better. Shit!
Look who popped up.
What's going on, everybody? You know how it is. Boys.
Of course, to start the show, we got affiliated Poppy popping up, man. How you doing out there, man?
Hey man, I'm not the star. I'm just a single star in the galaxy of this world. You know what I'm saying? So we good, you know what I'm saying? You know, what I missed? Catch me up real quick, fellas. What we started?
We just going over we was looking at the stats of the game, man. So since you just hopped into the chat or you just hopped into the stream, all right, when you look at these numbers, man, what pops out to you?
I mean, immediately we're gonna go ahead and say one thing and one thing only here: ball disbursement. I mean, it's getting spread around. Guys are touching it. Guys are all getting a chance to go ahead and do a lot and have a lot of fun. And then more importantly, when you're doing stuff like this, it's setting everybody up to go ahead and have themselves a nice time. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get to see big splash plays. So that's what I love most about it. You know what I'm saying? When you go ahead and give a guy like Devontae Smith, like we said, well, he didn't really get the shine. Week 2, he started stepping it up. But if you don't tell me week 3 was his coming out party, what are you gonna tell me? You know what I'm saying?
Week 2, really, I mean, he was open. Like it's just Jalen's going to the open man. Wow, imagine that.
Open.
So
he was.
It's Hurts. It's a deep ball. Looking for Devontae Smith. What a catch! Inside the 5.
Our boy was doing crazy stuff like that.
I wouldn't even say open, bro. Jalen was putting the ball where it was supposed to. And that is a major improvement from last year. He's literally setting his receivers up to literally compete for the ball uncontested. Mm-hmm. And the DBs don't even have a chance. That he threw that right between 2 defenders to where only Devontae can grab it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was more than just putting the ball so it touches his hands. Like that was it was a masterclass.
What about that joint through the regular in the end of the Giants game that he missed? Like that was the perfect pass, bro. Like
perfect pass would have been the ball stuck in Rager's face mask. Yeah. That would have been the perfect pass.
Hey, before that, helmet, like damn, bro. Like
who we got?
He couldn't have messed it up.
We got Jordan in the comments. Loved how the defense recorded 9 sacks towards Wentz. Yeah, I think the question is though, when we see Washington again, are we going to repeat? Are we going to
when did we see him? Week 16. What week?
Kind of towards the end of the season, man.
Well, man, we might have it shut down, bro.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this definitely was a tale. It was the tale of all 3 facets of the game coming together. So Jordan, you touched on it perfectly. The defense. So the defense got to eat a whole lot against Carson Wentz. And one thing we kept hearing was Wentz has no pocket awareness. He's got no vision. So it's like as soon as the defense starts getting to him, everybody gets to have a block party. So first things first, let's take a look at it.
Best in the business man-to-man coverage. Going to be a great matchup in the secondary against the receivers. Wentz climbing the pocket in traffic, wrapped up by Josh Sweat and Fletcher Cox.
How much swag do those kids have?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They got Philly swag, Indy swag, now they got Commander swag.
Well, Wentz right into the pressure. 4-man rush gets to Wentz again. Looking in that direction. Nothing there, and the pocket collapses. Brandon Graham.
I mean, it was like a greatest hits of Carson Wentz's nightmares.
Hey, can we say something up?
Go
Do
ahead,
you realize how loud that stadium was for each sack? Bro, if you close your eyes and listen, you thought they were playing at the Link.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to E-Rock and that group for bringing Philly to DC and taking over the damn stadium.
We've been taking that zone over for the last 5 years, I think, though. Like, it's been like especially the end of the season game, but like that. Like,
nah, bro, that game sound like the Eagles home opener game. It's different from Philly fans taking over the stadium, but that game sound like that was the damn first game of the season. It's the Eagles and Commanders playing in a Link on primetime TV. Like, if I'm playing for the Commanders, I'm already talking to my agent right now. Like, bro, I need to bounce because
they had free E&J drinks on the way down. So, man, it was live, man. It was ready. You know what I mean?
What up, Rico?
One thing we want to always pay attention to. I mean, when we're talking about the tri-state area, we're talking about Washington, we're talking about New York. Yeah, those have been, and Cuz is right. Those have been mini home games for us because, I mean, for one, Eagles fans travel well. So when you're talking about a 3-hour car ride, we're really going to travel well. I mean, there was a picture they had put in the Washington Post the next day, and it was literally just a whole section full of Eagles fans. There was no Commanders fans. Nobody was just sitting around doing this. That's for damn sure.
We are Commanders. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Washington Commanders football team. We've got a new slogan. Yeah, we took it off of Farmers, but the fact of the matter is, we are Commanders. Boy, it gets better every time. I tell you guys. Hey, like I always tell you guys from the Rally Captain, you rep it hard or don't rep it at all. It's your boy Rally Captain, and we are Commanders. I love it, guys. Take care.
Well, there was definitely none of that. There was none of that going on.
Man, fucking phone carrier. Every time I be like fixated with that shit. Like, why is it so big, man? Like, what the fuck is going on with this phone?
The phone carrier. Every time I see the video, it gets bigger. You know, bro, it's worse than a midlife era right there. So let's get to it first. The defense is it was its own, like, just they were dogs all day. So Will, go ahead. What do you think? What do you think about the defense?
I told y'all he was gonna hold on to the rock. Like I analyzed, I told y'all I got tired of the narrative that Doug couldn't call plays, and I went back and watched everything, and I was like, it's not Doug, it's him holding on to the rock and not going to the open man when he can. He won't throw the ball away. He won't. I mean, they come in, Carson. What you gonna do now? He's a good athlete. He's got a hell of an arm, but sometimes you just gotta give up.
Yeah.
Not putting your team in a good situation by taking a sack. You know what I mean? Like, you're not. So
nine sacks. The defense got to him 9 times.
4 in the first quarter.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm not going to say that that's a reflection on who this defense is, but I mean, nine's a lot, even for like a bad team. What do you think, Coach? What's your thoughts on the defense? How they got to Wentz? What would you like, and what would you like to see change?
I am 100% confident, and probably I'm 100% sure that Coach Gannon watches us, because, bro, a vanilla defense. How he disguised a vanilla defense, man. He's giving you a vanilla look and then switch everything up. And I think that's what was throwing Carson off a little bit as well, because he would show you a certain front and then play a different style defense because somebody would go move or replace. And it was like his looks were taken away. The only issue I see that can affect this, man, is we're only 3 weeks in.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a couple of these teams got 3 weeks of film now. Yeah. So now these teams can start like, hey, this is the trends. This is what they're about to start doing. This is how we gonna beat that. But I think this upcoming game with the Jags, man, can actually be a decent little test.
We're gonna definitely touch on the Jags towards the end. But let me for those of you who don't know, make sure you like it, make sure you're subscribing. You know what I'm saying? That's most important. That's gonna let you guys know. Not only is it gonna let you know when the Swoop Boys show's happening, it lets you know when Hey Poppy's starting. You know, every Tuesday due to certain circumstances, I wasn't able to go and record yesterday, but we definitely gonna be right back at it later on this week. And then we also got Coach's Corner, y'all. Coach's Corner, I'm gonna say. Popping off. So we got the Coach's Corner, you know what I'm saying? We gave Coach his own show now. He's out here breaking down film. So you touched on something real good. We're going to give you guys a little bit of a preview of Coach's Corner right now. I'm going to get to you guys. I'm going to get to you. I know you want to
No. I was getting my camera together.
Oh,
Hey,
go ahead and get, when you're talking about disguising packages, so you're talking about that 5 jumbo front?
The 5-man front.
Yeah, the 5-man front.
Where you're giving a 5-1 look, 5 D lineman, and TJ Edwards is normally that middle linebacker.
Yep. So can you go ahead and just give a little breakdown to our guests exactly what that means, what that's called, and what that's going to do for your defense as far as disguising?
So what you're doing is you're giving you're giving your big boys, your D tackle, DNs. Normally your D tackle is going to play a nose tackle in a 0 technique, and your 2 DNs are going to play in a 3 technique, which is basically you're playing on the outside shoulder of the guard.
Okay.
And then you're going to have 2 guys in kind of like a 9 technique because they're the furthest, widest out guys. Those are going to be your linebackers and probably a DN. And then TJ Edwards is going to play up behind the nose tackle in that 0. So what it does is when it comes to the flow of the run play, each of these guys have a different gap responsibility. And then if I'm the DN and they're running away from me, I have what's called contain, just in case there's a pill back or they're cutting back. You want to close that pocket. But as well, what these dudes are doing is if they wanted to literally blitz and go cover 0 or no safety up top, TJ Edwards is reading off of the nose tackle and whatever gap is open. So if he shoots the A gap to the left, TJ Edwards can either fall right behind or he can pull the A gap to the right because that's unaccounted for. But as well, it applies that pressure and then it allows certain guys to drop back. As we're seeing, Gannon likes to have our DNs drop back as far as Hassan Reddick, BG, Josh Sweat, all of them. So it kind of throws confusion to the QB now because you're not sure if he's going to drop back or pressure on these pressures. So it gives a good disguise, but it helps Moore and Taylor play the run game. We're ranked up there as far as we're not ranked up there.
We got gassed by Detroit. If we didn't get gassed by Detroit, we would be ranked. We had to throw out. We're
17th in the league for rushing yards because we allowed 330. So that Detroit game hurt us. But if you look at it, it's only 5.4 yards per carry for our defense, which is not good. But I'll take it because the Detroit game was really that.
The Detroit game's a lot of that because
you get hit with the screen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Coach's Corner. That's just a little bit of preview what you're going to be getting. You're going to be doing that on Thursdays earlier. What days did you decide on?
I'm not doing it Thursday because I'm finally moving. So
okay, yeah.
But I might have one coming up this upcoming Thursday, and I might have the guest hop on a fellow Jags content creator, or he's a content creator for everyone, but his team is the Jaguars. Okay. So we might do something to where we can talk X's and O's with somebody who actually understands the X's and O's and the full concept of the game. So stay tuned for next week.
That'll be a really good look.
I want to rewind something real quick. Remember I told you Gannon was throwing out fake plays on week 1? Doing a lot of that. So when he has the lead, he does some stuff that you might not see again. You know, I noticed that. Like he does some weird stuff. You're like, why would you do that? But it's just to give the other team like a pseudo type of play.
He made me say that on that when Terry McLaurin ran that deep pass and he snuck behind Slay. Like, bro, why are y'all playing in that cover 2 style defense? But I'm gonna go back and look at it again because I swear there was miscommunication between CDG and Slay.
Yeah, I think so too on that one. I haven't had a chance to go back and look at the tape, but
so I got you both here. We're still on defense right now. I'm hearing a lot of people still calling it out for Jordan Davis. How come we're not seeing a whole lot more of him? And from what I've been able to notice is Jordan Davis is getting just the appropriate amount of snaps right now. It seems like they really do like him in that 5-man front.
Yeah.
They're bringing the kid along. It sounds like he's still learning the whole system. Seems like he's maybe finding his way in the NFL. What are you guys' thoughts on that, Coach? I'm gonna let you go first.
You ease in a minute. We got enough talent to where we don't gotta let these rookies, just jump in the deep end and drown. They can get in where they fit in to a certain extent, and then once they start feeling a little comfortable, they can tread the water. Now, all right, let's start feeding you a little bit more. But yeah, I can't remember which play it was, but there is a couple plays when we go to that 5-man front. Jordan Davis is out there at that nose tackle. The biggest thing though is he got to get better on a couple of his techniques or his fundamentals. His curse and for us short guys, some of his blessings is his height. But if you're a D lineman, that's a curse because you're too damn tall now. So it's harder to get that leverage when it comes to pushing up on your when you're trying to push into the backfield. Mm-hmm. But he'll be fine. Like I said, he's a rookie. He's understanding how this defense is supposed to run. He's always done good as far as keeping his eyes into the backfield, as far as, reading the defense. And then I think it was one play in this Commanders game. He stole something from Fletcher Cox. He picked up the guard and then literally swam right over him and was in the backfield. Now, Davis did miss a gimme. He could have had sack number 10, and Carson dipped right underneath that. But I think he's going to learn to read that a little bit better next time. Mm-hmm. So Davis could have had his first sack at the sack party, man, because Carson was giving him out.
It's important for everybody to realize when he's out there, Jordan Davis, when he is in these 5-man fronts, these 5-man looks, he's eating 2 guys usually. So when we're talking about, we're not saying that this kid's out here slouching around. It's the fact that when he is in that nose tackle position, he is actually usually taking 2 bodies on him, which is how the play is designed. If I'm not mistaken, because that's what's opening up 3-man Edwards, right? Damn. You say,
damn OE. Damn, this show gonna be good.
I'm about to open something guys in a minute. Cuz still has the
all the way to the dance, baby.
Hey. So what do you think about the everything, Cuz, with the defense?
Defense is looking good. I like what I see. And Jordan Davis wise, I think they easing him in the game. Brandon Graham's a good person to be there with, to help you because he really understands how to react to plays when they happen, right? So I think he needs to understand that because we've been getting gassed on those screens, not screens, but the draws on 3rd down. They picked up another one, 3rd and 13. Come on, man, because they're coming to get their ears peeled back. So you got to be able to read that and be like, okay, let me get out of this. Nobody's blocking me. Something's wrong, So once he gets that down pat, done deal. Because Brandon Graham was horrible at that when he first came in the league, but then all of a sudden he turned into a beast.
Hey, you're right about that one. That's for sure.
After this, all that shit on WIP.
What I will say, my last thing I'm gonna say about the defense, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to what everybody's itching to talk about, I'm sure, is so wait, was BG this week? Was he playing more of that Hassan Reddick role? That's what we were seeing Reddick doing. We were also like, why is he dropping in the coverage? This looks terrible.
He was doing a little bit of everything.
Week to go ahead and do that.
I think
the ankle injury or something. He was like, I'm done.
I'm
not dropping the coverage anymore.
I don't think it was more of that, man. I think Gannon just go get him because Washington was already hurting on the O-line. Yeah. So you saw points where Big G was literally taking his man and then, hey, I'm going to go get the Carson through you. I'm not going to go around. Yeah. And he's taking a tackle, the right tackle, left tackle, and getting the sack. Bro, they're using straight strength to get into the backfield.
Yeah.
And them boys strong, man. Graham, he's an undersized D lineman, but he can play, man. He's strong.
He's small and he got that leverage. Yeah. So it's harder for them tackles to get up underneath because he's already coming down low.
Yeah. He got that feel for the game too, where situational, his whole situational awareness is very good. So,
Yep. Well, real quick, Cuz, who was your defensive player of the game?
Well, I'm gonna say T.J. Edwards, man. He was everywhere, man.
T.J. Edwards.
Yeah, he was everywhere. He's busting people up.
Who was your defensive player of the game?
Bro, I'm going with Cuz, man. TJ is somehow, regardless of Nakobe Dean not getting on the field, has lit a fire under TJ ass because he has been balling.
Yeah,
TJ has led every game in tackles.
Yep.
And then his pass coverage, oh my God. There's plays where Carson wanted to throw it to the running back, but TJ is already there. And then you got Kaiser to come play backup. So it's like these guys are meshing and they're communicating to where they can play without like actively communicating because they know where they're supposed to be. Yeah. So TJ and Kaiser are on like that mental level as far as they can play without talking right now. And that shit is crazy.
Carl, I got you, man. I got you.
And to touch on what you said, I think, but both of you, I think you're right. I think definitely is Edwards. And go ahead and really take it to another level is I don't think it's so much a Nakobe Dean thing for him not seeing the field. I just think it's that Edwards is just playing out of his mind. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Edwards, no, he got that young whippersnapper behind him, so he's like, rent's due, man.
Hey, every day. Look,
TJ always played good when he was out there. You know what I mean? It's like
it's different playing good when you got damn Alex Singletary behind you, and it's different playing good when you got damn. Hey, if he get on the field, I might lose my job.
A potential, he could have been a first round pick, and due to circumstances, we got him in the third as a steal. And you've seen how the whole city reacted to him. Yeah, I would say I would do everything in my power so that kid doesn't touch the field. And like I said last week, guys, with TJ, when it comes to Nakobe, I know he was projected to be a first round, but let's keep it in all. We got him in the third, you know. And at worst case scenario, if that kid ends up just being a solid rotational piece, I'd say it's still a hell of a draft pick. So let's get right into switch gears. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about one of all of our all favorite childhood heroes. You know what I'm saying? Batman was definitely alive and well in the building.
Hold on real quick. I gotta. Oh, okay. I'm not dressed for this occasion.
Oh, hold on. He's not one, not two, not three, not four. And
I'm the fifth one. I'm the fifth one. I'm small Batman.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, they mailed it to me. The exact same. Look.
There we go.
I got that plug, man. They mailed it to me.
Well, dude, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the segment off. You know, we had a lot of Batman activity going on in that field. So, things were going really well on defense, but as well as they were going on defense, they were definitely going really great on the offensive side of the ball.
So F.A. Obata made the start. Set up the screen for the tight end, Dallas Goedert. He gets the block from Isaac Seumalo, and that's going to put him into the end zone. Philadelphia takes advantage of the takeaway. Here comes some pressure. Hurts on the cross has Smith. And Devontae Smith speeding inside the 15-yard line. Trying to communicate through the noise. Hurts, slant, Brown, lunge, touchdown Philadelphia. A.J. Brown snatched it out of the air for the score.
It was a lot of ball snatching out of the air right into the end zone going on, and that's just the first couple guys right there. Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Should Dallas be offended that he's not considered one of the Batmen?
Who?
Dallas Goedert, he's not one of the Batmen. Should he be considered one? Should he be?
I don't know, man. You heard Kelsey. We gotta keep coming up with nicknames for everybody now. Kelsey said he gonna be the fat Batman.
Batman.
Kelsey crazy.
What would Dallas be? We can't say the obvious. He can't be the white Batman.
Oh man, he's like the mountain man, like Batman. Like you that. Honestly, Dallas Goedert
Batman's
the scariest Batman to run into a dark alley with.
Yeah, he's like
I'll say he's probably the oversized Batman. Like
yeah.
If you look at how he made his touchdown, he wasn't even run. It was like everybody was going in slow motion, and he's just move out of my way. Like he's just like rumbling through people.
Zach will forever be my man, but he would have fell down right there. That little knee joint. He was just.
Who?
Zach Ertz.
Zach
He would
Ertz.
just fell down.
Oh. I'm about to say, don't put no dirt on Pascal name. Cause he was balling, bro.
Zach,
He
you
was
know
balling.
Zach gonna bro to you for the ball. You know that shit. So
Dallas Goedert is a yards after catch king right there. So we love him. Zach Ertz was to catch the ball, hold on to the hard pass, like he makes the play, but he ain't getting you nothing after that, King.
Nah, he ain't.
I was a happy fantasy owner this weekend.
Oh, so you're owning Dallas Goedert real estate?
Dallas and AJ.
In one league, I am doing the exact same thing in my $25 buy. Oh no, my $30 buying league. I got them both too. I don't know how they let that happen, and people are sleeping on Dallas Goedert and AJ Brown.
Some people be sleeping, man.
People sleep on AJ because they weren't confident on Jalen. But at the end of the day, AJ is that receiver who's going to make Jalen look good. Right. It's just now Jalen is good, and AJ's going to make Jalen look better.
Man, people forget
let's
that.
Go ahead, let's go ahead and talk about what we were showing up earlier. I mean, first things first, we saw the touchdowns just now. Obviously, that these guys are not having an issue spreading the ball at all. Nope. So the only other thing is like, what are we happy about right now in the pass game? We're gonna get to the Slim Reaper in a minute, but let's talk about Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown, and even let's go ahead and talk about the other young bull, Pascal. You know what I'm saying? And what are we seeing on the field? What do we like? What do we expect? What do we want to see more of? And what are we happy about? What do we want to see less of?
I mean, I'm happy people catching the football, man. When the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to catch the ball. And you can see on this team, it's contagious. It's like a kind of silent competition. Like, I'm going to catch them one-handed. I'm going to snatch the ball out the air. It's contagious. On last year's team, the drops were contagious, you know? Well, with one person for sure, you know? But even Quez is catching the ball better because he's around people that catch the football. Go to the football, get it, grab it with both hands, secure it. You know, like this, it's fundamentals, but for some reason, some dudes, they just be out there trying to make, I don't know, plays and not putting both hands on the ball, trying to make a move before they actually catch the ball. But this team, you can tell the fundamentals are there. They're catching the football, and Jalen looks like, I seen him make these plays last year, but dudes didn't hold on to the rock. Now he's throwing the ball better, but you know, you gotta respect the passing game a lot better now too. So teams can't do exactly what they want to do. They might think they can, but we're gonna make him throw the ball. You better not fucking do that no more. So you know, now they're like, so what do we do? Just go in the base and just take it. Try to slow it down, make it not hurt as much.
It's the fact that we're spreading the ball regardless who touched the ball.
Right.
They're a threat, but then these guys can go up and go get the ball. Like that touchdown from AJ, he bullied the hell out of that corner. It was a great play on Jalen's side as far as reading it. But bro, what other receiver is gonna bully the corner, gain an additional 2 more yards to get that touchdown on a stretch? And then Devontae, bro, everybody knew last year Devontae's main criticism was he's too small, he's too skinny. But he topped what? He had two jump balls.
That boy eating them cheesesteaks, man. He getting bigger, man. I could tell. You know, like same with CD. CD came in all small and skinny, but he got bigger too. So I mean,
CD was bigger. CD was bigger than Devontae.
Oh yeah, he was bigger. I mean, naturally bigger. Like he had a bigger frame, you know. But Devontae put on some little bit of weight though. But
yeah, Devontae looked like he went to prison for like 6 months and got a little swole on it.
Yeah, he's probably working out with Jalen. You know what I mean? Come on the gym with me, young fella. Let me show you what to do here. That dude's a monster in the gym, man. So like that's contagious too, man. So
yeah, King, what's good? What's good? Hey, so
my dude.
To address the elephant in the room, everybody address the elephant in the room. Our boy King is a little bit under the weather. So, you know, just like the Eagles, we told him we got you. Mm-hmm. We got 3 other Batmans, you know, just get better. And then when you come back, come eat.
And coincidentally enough, we also have a skinny Batman. We also have an oversized Batman. And we also have a fat Batman too. So it's pretty cool. So.
What are you opening up over there? A Modelo?
Told y'all.
Oh, that German beer.
Oh,
Hey, it's been pretty good, man. You know, especially after cleansing the pot from those 40s from last week.
some heavy bison.
Never again.
That's good.
I'm beer better.
But nah, what do you think, Rico?
Huh?
What do you think about the receivers?
Man, look, let me tell you right this. Cuz hit it on the head when he said, I'm just happy guys are catching the ball.
Yeah, man. GGB shit. You know what I mean?
Can we just take a heavy look around and just appreciate that? Like that alone right there. Like I know it sounds so crazy to just be happy with something so minuscule because it's like their receivers, they should catch the ball. But Carson and the kids and that whole season, like post Super Bowl run, like it seems like it's so far away, but it really isn't as bad as far away as we all have it in our heads. So I am really happy people are just catching the ball and not just catching the ball, making big plays post catching the ball. So it's like everybody's falling forward and they're getting in momentum. Like it's crazy. So I'm super excited about that. And I know I keep saying it over and over, but how great is it that like we've signed guys, we've drafted guys, and they've actually like either grown in their role or they've actually just continued to be as good, if not better than we thought they were before they put the Eagles uniform on. Like it never happens that way for us. Like,
I mean, we had picks that didn't work out too in the same guys that we drafted. You know what I mean? But
and that's what I'm saying. Like there's been too many of those where it's been like we've drafted the guy. Like, come on, man. Like there's been I don't want to like no disrespect to Jordan Matthews, but it's like there's been too many of those picks.
He wasn't He wasn't
that bad.
But it wasn't. He wasn't doing what we're seeing now.
No.
He wasn't a Yak King. He wasn't a rip the defense's head off King.
But as well, it was Jordan Matthews by himself. Who else was with him, man? Yeah, look at this one. Like I keep saying, defensive coordinators are going to have to figure out what type of defense to play because you got to respect every receiver.
Okay. All right. So this is what I want to put out there for you guys. So, well, hold on. This is what I do want you to. I know that you guys are saying that Jordan Matthews wasn't that bad, but when you really think about this, right now we have A.J. Brown playing alongside of Dallas Goedert and the Slim Reaper. We also know that Pascal's there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything away from Quez. But
don't sleep on Calcaterra now.
Huh?
Don't sleep on Calcaterra for 40 yards.
It was a block party, I'm telling you.
It was a slow 40, but he got it.
But to go ahead and put it in perspective for you, like if we think about how the Eagles were drafting pre these guys, Jordan Matthews was on the same team as Aguilar and Zach Ertz at the same time. So if you really think about it, like that trio was supposed to be, they were drafted to do everything that this trio is doing. Yeah, and only Zach Ertz really held up his end of that bargain. So when we're putting in the grand scheme of things, like that's what I really want to look at. Like we've tried to put these trios together. We've tried to put tandems together. We tried to go ahead and draft it. And hats off to Howie just realizing like sometimes you just gotta be like realize what you're good at and what you're not good at. You hit a home run on Devontae last season.
You don't have
to get cute and think we're going to hit a home run this season on drafting another young receiver that's going to be as good as he is because the truth is, look at how all the hype about CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's not lived up to his draft capital status, and we all wanted him.
Because Dallas.
Hold on. I'm just saying is the fact that we instead of just like trying to make it work with another draft pick, he realized, let me just go get a proven guy. Like I got my draft pick. I'm going to stand on the Devontae Smith pick. Let me go ahead and sign this guy over here, A.J. Brown. And we've got a winning success right there.
I mean, he wasn't as star-studded as T.O. when we got T.O., but it's the same thing. You're getting a proven guy that you know is a physical specimen, and most guys can't handle one-on-one. So you already know that, right? You can double the guy, and he's still gonna get the ball from. You know what I mean? Like you just hope that he doesn't get in the end zone. But I think the one thing that we got to remember is quarterback, right? Quarterback's important. Like where he places the ball, he throws the ball, he tailors the ball to certain guys. The guys that throw the ball the way they want to all the time, like I'm not going to keep saying his name, but I'm going to do what I want to. You never see any fades. You never seen any stuff like this that you see all of the quarterbacks throw to different guys. I got a 6'7" guy. I'm not going to throw a fade, a post route fade. What? Why not?
That ain't not true.
And that's
Go ahead. I was gonna say, I think shout out to my uncle real quick. The Dark Knight. Dallas Goedert is the Dark Knight for sure.
Oh yeah, he is the Dark Knight.
I think Jalen might be the Dark Knight, bro.
Has been for years. We just stink in that area. Shaking my head. No excitement on return. Shaking. I mean, look,
on the return end, yeah, we have been asked. But if on our like kickoff game and punt game, as far as like defending, bro, they've been McPherson has been. Because of McPherson, he's prevented a lot of return punts.
And I mean, look, the thing about it is, at the end of the day, if your offense and your defense is looking like our offensive defenses, are you really going to be that guy who's going to sit there and look at what we don't have? Like, yeah, I would love to have that Chip Kelly punt return team, you know, where we were just damn near scoring half the time, you know. That would be amazing. But look, bro, you got great things happening on the other two sides of the ball. As long as in my eyes, as long as you're not giving up big plays or you're not you're not fumbling the ball on special teams, it's a non-factor. So, you know, appreciate that Philly notion, but you know, look, let's be happy with what we do. Glass half full, baby. You know what I'm saying? Would love to watch the practice for wide receivers versus corners. You know, there's a lot. Hey, shout out to Carl on that one, because that would be fun to sit in. You know, there's a lot of shit talking. Hey, coach, who do you think's talking the most shit on the out of the receivers, and who's talking the most shit on
Slay for sure. It's Slay and AJ. Slay and AJ are talking the most shit.
Cause you're Big Slay and coach, you are AJ. Let me go ahead and just hear a reaction. You've just mossed big play. Go ahead.
Big play my ass. Fool, come get big with me.
Man.
Tell Jennifer to come see me.
Man. Hey, I never let nobody say D for a reason. You want this D?
Oh, you can't bring the wives into this.
You might just throw down. King got one of them. Stop praying. I need a fair one, bro. I don't care if you 11. I don't care if you big or not. We got to fight.
Birdman, what's going on? 951. Appreciate you. Everybody, go smash that like button. Make sure you hit that little bell so you get those alerts. Like I said, Swoop Boys every Wednesday. They Poppy every Tuesday. Coach's Corner Thursday, baby. We got more coming. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's get right into it. So I know we love talking about Dallas Goedert. You know what I'm saying? The Dark Knight. I'm going with that. Dallas Goedert is the Dark Knight.
All right, I'm gonna work on it as soon as we get done.
I want to see something dope for that one. You know what I'm saying? So we got to talk about the man, the myth, the legend. Everybody was worried about what this man was going to be looking like coming into the season, but evidently the Slim Reaper needs no introduction. He said, "Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove."
I break ankles in the cold.
My man, he was out here doing stuff like this.
Hurts, deep ball, Devontae Smith looking for separation. Was he in bounds? He was. That's a catch down to the 16.
He most certainly was not in bounds, but boy, did
hey, can we give credit to Jalen? Because he definitely hurried up and got that shit like,
bro. Hey.
Because Ron threw the flag as soon as the ball was hiked, and the ref was like, "What do you want me to do?"
Yeah, I like it.
That's what I'm talking about. Sense of urgency, keep your head on a swivel. And Devontae probably told him like, "Hey, I don't think I got that second foot down. Like, hurry up and get up here."
Yeah, but and that right there, because you know what we've seen. Like the guy, he should not be named any longer. He will not be named in this podcast any longer. He used to do dumb stuff. If he was behind center, we were definitely not getting that play. They would have took their time.
We ain't getting that play.
Jalen heard his receiver and he hurried up and got that jaw going. You know what I'm saying? And I think this play right here, when it gets a little bit colder outside, when the weather outside is a little frightful, I think we're gonna all be looking. You know what I'm saying? When we're making our playoff push and we're talking about, oh, you know what? We're talking about MVPs a little bit more. This play is going to be sticking out in everybody's
moving that clock. Here is Hurts to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Devontae Smith on a contested attempt.
we are all everybody in Philadelphia was those two gentlemen at the very end of that video, just screaming our heads out.
Smash Brothers. They like the Smash Brothers on that.
Bro, it wasn't even he mossed it. Devontae caught for the ball before he even broke out.
Yeah, right here.
As he ran to the back pylon, so he had a deep out route. He tapped his helmet calling for the ball, or he threw his hand up and then broke. Like he already knew he had the defender cooked. Yeah, and then the best part about it was he wasn't worried about staying in bounds. He made sure he had secured the ball and then just dropped his weight to go down.
Hey, I'm definitely gonna change my dog's name. I'm gonna change him after this.
Oh, we already. Hey,
he changed that.
Come on,
you got to shout out, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Appreciate you being in the building with us today.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, so what do you think about the Slim Reaper? His performance out there. Man. I know you never wavered once for the first couple weeks. You knew what Devontae was. Let me hear it. Go ahead.
So it's like this, man. When AJ came on the team, it's a pick your poison type thing. You can either get beat the fuck up by covering AJ, or you can just get your ankles broke by number 6. You know what I mean? So it's take your pick. Which one do you want? Because if you single him, number 6, he gonna break your ankles. He gonna break your D-back ankles all day. So you're gonna put your best receiver on your best D-back on AJ. Defensive coordinators, they losing sleep, man, right now. Like, what are we going? How are we going to stop these guys? I know what Dallas going to do, and they're going to get murked. They're going to try to come with that blitz.
I think our receivers is going to help in our favor because you might see Micah have to play both rush and coverage.
You might get ran on, and you weren't expecting it. You're like, oh my god.
Damn! I think we're in a very good position to go ahead and give Micah a headache because not only is he gonna have to be dealing with all those Batmans in the Golden Knight in the Dark Knight, he's gonna have to worry about somebody getting a little.
I think I'm one of a kind, being able to use my athleticism in the pocket when needed, and get freaky in open field when I have to as well.
Excuse me, get freaky?
Get freaky.
I don't know that. What does that mean? Oh, yeah.
It's like the it factor.
You should have said, ask your wife.
Hey, and me and Coach were talking about this week 1. Well, actually, was it before the season or was it?
I think it was before the season.
We've already heard them start to use it. I heard the broadcast say it. Oh, he's getting freaky out there. Like, come on, bro.
Wow. Man, the way
Get ready, everybody, because you're gonna keep hearing every week. You're gonna be hearing these corny casts. These guys calling the game. The color commentators, God bless their souls, they're gonna be out here saying freaky, and it's a little cringe when you hear it. But we knew it was coming, and we've already gotten one of them right. I know one on record.
Could you hear Chris Collinsworth on a Sunday night game when we played the Giants? And he's talking about
there's a guy.
There's a guy. Here's a guy who knows how to get freaky out there.
that right there is when I will turn my TV on. I do not want to hear Chris Collinsworth say that. And he drops back. Looks like Jalen Hurts is about to get freaky.
The linebacker boy,
he gonna try and get a little cute with it though. If Jalen take a sack, look like Jalen couldn't get freaky out of that play. Like, come on, bro.
Where's the wedding, Chris? God damn.
It's gonna feel nasty. So we've already got one confirmed freaky that I've heard on broadcast. I know you're backing me up. You've heard it. Have you guys heard any more than the single one we heard this week?
Nah.
I think this is it. This is where we're gonna start. It's gonna start piling on. We're gonna start hearing freaky every week. And I did hear it on SportsCenter outside of this, but I'm not gonna call that one because the one that I heard, I think it was Emmanuel Acho, so it didn't sound so cringe when he said it. It could.
Have you heard?
I know.
Acho be cringe really sometimes, bro. Like he was our linebacker, but like
that's why I give him a pass. That's why I give Acho a pass.
Have you heard RG3 though in the color commentary?
Hey, I low key like RG3. Like, hey, if Talib wasn't going through the deal with his brother, I would like RG3 and them two to commentate.
Talib's will forever be my guy for snatching the chains in the game.
Well, we have
not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Well, we have stumbled into a little fun combo right here between that. we're talking about color commentators and we're talking about guys calling the game. And I mean, look, we've been for years and years and years, we've had the same vanilla way for guys. And that's all well and good. I think like everything in the game, everything must evolve,
Yeah.
So and I think the calling of the game has to go ahead and do that too. So when we're talking about, certain guys, I think they need to, be put to pasture or maybe get a little less games. And we do need to start giving some way to, the younger guys with a little bit more swag, Stuart Scotts of the world.
I mean, Stuart put it on the map. Stuart put it on the map, right, man?
Hey, I mean,
all the little sayings that you used to say at home, he just threw them in there. He's like, okay, all right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even if you look at and this isn't a by no means do I want this to come across as a color thing, a race thing, because you got guys like Tony Romo who's out there every week, and I think Romo does a fantastic job. He's fun. He gives you the idea of where the quarterback's mind is when they're going through the progression in the play or what they're thinking pre-snap motion. He does a great job going ahead and giving you that. So, I mean, I think so who are some guys you think? You named a couple, but I think that would be a great tandem. Maybe who else is in space?
I like Talib, but a lot of people are but we don't have to have one way,
Yeah.
I liked my man, the comedian that was in Monday Night Football, Dennis, whatever his name was. They got rid of his ass. So he was on there cursing and saying crazy stuff, getting lit. But I like him on there.
It's cats like that. They set it back a little bit because it's like, you can't be doing that.
You know what's a guilty pleasure? I want more Peyton and Eli.
I like Joe Buck and fucking Troy Aikman. I mean,
I love that, bro. I love that. I would, bro. If it wasn't just the Sunday night game and you just had let's say the 1 o'clock game, nobody's that hyped up where, but them two just literally breaking down the game, marching it, and then you got a couple guests hop on and off. I
mean, some guys give you good information,
and it's not like they're trash. Peyton and Eli know what the hell they talking about.
Yeah.
And they're fun because they give you that brother like that.
Yeah. That sibling rivalry.
Yeah,
they kind of
fun watching that.
They're kind of funny anyway, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you didn't really get to see that side of them when they were playing. But I think that's a great point because you're hitting on is that you didn't get to see certain personalities, and now in an age where there's so much real estate on the internet, you're seeing a lot more players getting into the media game post career. Even some of them while they're still having their career, which I think is awesome. I always think
Kelsey brothers.
He's always probably a fun guy to be around. Just when we playing though, we on it. Like fuck all that bullshit. You know what I mean? But not like Dan Marino yelling at a motherfucker type shit. Like hey, now what?
Nah. Well, I mean, I think like the Kelsey brothers, they say that they record their podcast on Wednesdays, which is their off day in the NFL. So I think that's dope. You're seeing. Even Drew Brees was kind of stepping in on when he had a bye week or when they had a longer week. So I think that's good.
I like Chris Long's podcast too. That's a good,
Oh yeah, Chris Long's podcast is straight.
Chris Long does a great job. I mean, he's one of those guys that always had a personality while he was playing.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a given. You knew he was going to be great when he started the Green Light. Shout out to the Green Light. They're doing a phenomenal job over there. And I love it. His brother's over there now. They even get Bo Allen. And Chris Long is awesome because he's he wasn't a Philly lifer, but he came, he loved the city, and it's
dad played in Villanova, so you know what I mean? So it was in his blood from the rip. So
and then this is my last one. Pat McAfee and his boys. I would like for them to commentate some games.
Well, and the thing is, and that's a great one. That's a great one. And the good thing is, when you're looking around, I know a lot of the old timers. I hear everybody saying, I don't want to go on Apple TV to watch a game. I don't want to go on Amazon Prime to watch my football. But guess what? Stuff like this is opening up. The reason that we're hearing that the salary cap's going to go up in the next 2 years, $60 million.
Because of Bezos. Bezos cut that check.
Right. You might be watching us commentate the game.
Yeah, the price of the price of the brick is going up, and they're going to pay. So when that goes up, the salary cap goes up with it. Just remember that. So I mean, ultimately, it leads to us being able to see better guys on our teams. Quarterbacks are going to be getting a lot of money. So and that's going to bring in another subject. I do want to touch on this. What do we think about the KC game? Are you talking about Eagles versus KC?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one game at a time. Let's focus on this Sunday.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a long season. What week do you play, KC?
Say again?
That is a good question. I didn't even know they were on our
I
schedule.
don't think they're on our schedule this season,
They're
are
not
they?
scheduled this year.
Yeah,
no.
we're not the only quarterback we're seeing in the top 5 this season is actually going to be Aaron Rodgers. We won't be seeing Patty Mahomes this season unless we make it to the Super Bowl with him. And if we make it to the Super Bowl, I feel like we line up pretty good against them. I do think KC is seeing there. You're seeing a little bit of Patrick Mahomes bleeding a little bit just for the simple
Oh my
fact.
God.
I think when you get that salary,
I just started scrolling through the schedule and I'm like, shit.
I mean,
hey, that crazy dude said, "Hey man, we're going undefeated." Everybody was hopped on this podcast and went off. I'm like, the only reason we're not going to go undefeated, maybe because we shut it down early. I mean, this is always a letdown game, but you know.
Yeah, but remember that little schedule I gave? Remember that little breakdown? I gave
before
you
the bye, I don't see us losing nothing. I really don't. I'm gonna be fucked up all the first half of the season.
Well, now that we've seen the Eagles, because I gave it to you guys after week 1. Now we're going on to week 3 after we're going into week 4 after such a dominant play. Let's revisit it real quick. So next week we got Dougie P and the Jaguars, which I think is going to be a good game. Win or loss, Coach? What do you think? It's going to be a little juice. Dougie P's first time coming back to the link ever since everything went down. He's coming in with
it's not even the juice, bro. I'm looking at Jacksonville and I'm like, damn, bro, they got the number 1 rush defense. But the thing, the caveat on that is they are 21st in pass defense. But then you look at their offense. James Robinson had a touchdown in each of these games. But Jacksonville has only allowed 2 sacks in 3 games.
That boy T-Law's been very well protected. So win or lose, what do you think? What are you giving us?
It's going to be a good one. I'll give it a win. Philly's been doing good as far as points. I'm going to go 32-28.
Kaz, what do you think? Win or loss? Dougie P's return to the
it's a dub. It's a dub for us. Doug can call plays.
Certainly can.
So he definitely was scheming against your defense pretty good, but the Eagles are in a unique situation where they haven't really established what they're going to do on defense,
and that's the home game.
What they're going to do on offense, so you don't know what you're going to get. So
everybody, I found a wolf in Roblox.
Little Lex.
Busting in his show and knowing the man that needs no introduction.
The man that needs no introduction at all.
Give him a camera. Let him get on the pod.
Yeah, man. So I don't think we haven't seen a complete Eagles team. So I think it's close to about third quarter, and then we open it up and we win like 42-17, something like that.
I still go 32 or 31-28, but I think this is the first game where we're going to trail and we'll come back and prove like we can be a second half team as well.
I think we'll trail kind of like into the second quarter, and then we'll start to get that momentum, because I think we've been being cute after we get the lead, and this game is going to be one of those games where it's going to be too close to be cute. So
go fly.
They're just going to get tired in the fourth quarter and be done. You know what I mean? Just give up. That's the problem with the Eagles team. They bring in their fresh linemen and all kinds of shit, and you guys are spent, and now they're running the ball, and you're like, are we playing we playing in Philly, right?
Yeah, it's in Philadelphia.
Yeah, so it's going to be.
All right, so you think it's going to be an Eagles dub? Next one, we got the Eagles Cardinals, the battle in the desert. That's going to be we're all out there. What's going to happen?
That's a dub. That's a revenge game. We should have won that game. Goddard didn't catch that ball.
So
and now that made our whole shit. That got Doug fired, right? Because he was told to tank. And
no, I think what got Doug fired is Doug wanted to bring his coaches along, and they said, no, we ain't fucking with that. So you're either going to hire who we tell you to hire, or you can go ahead and find your services somewhere else. Doug said, well, you're still paying me because I got my Super Bowl extension, and so I'll collect that for a season while I go ahead and go tour everybody else's camp, see what's going on around the league. So I think that's what happened with Dougie P.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of the consultant was in there and Jim Schwartz.
Definitely, that was definitely
the week after they made him lead that Wawa in the game. So it's a lot of Yeah.
So you think we're taking an L? You think we're taking an L, or we think we're taking a dub?
No. I hope they don't hurt Kyler Murray. It's going to be a good game, another game up to the third quarter, and then we just start to pull away because we just so dominant, man. When it comes to if we start running the ball on people,
and that's what. And I'm glad you said that. I think we have the ability to whatever you take away from us, we just can go ahead and turn it up with the other side of it. Like they took away the run game essentially. So it was like, all right, we're just going to pass the ball, and that's exactly what Hurts has done.
But we're being cute with the run game.
Hey, Coach, what do you think? Battle in the desert or the battle of the birds in the desert? Win or loss? What do you think it's going to be?
That's a blowout. I got that as a blowout.
Yeah, but
I'm literally all right. Kyler only got 3 touchdowns in 3 games. So if we look at, he's averaging a touchdown a game. But when you look at it, Marquise Brown only got 1 TD.
There's no D-Hop, right?
And then no D-Hop. And then your best running back isn't even playing, and James Conner only got 90 yards total in 30 attempts.
Plus, I'm going to be in West.
30 attempts, so 30 carries for 90 yards and 1 touchdown. Bro, that's a blowout.
I'm buying drinks in Westgate tonight. Man, come on, man. We're going to blow them up.
All right, it's getting a little bit cooler outside. October 16th. It's a night game. 5:20. We got Dallas. They're coming to the link. Win or loss?
That's a blowout. We're going to put people in there.
Nah, that's a revenge game, bro, because they swept us last year, right? Yeah, that's a revenge game.
They did sweep us last game.
That is a revenge game. This is going to be the battle of the GMs or the battle of the owners. Jerry, because Jerry going to be on his little outlet out there in Texas, and that's the best thing about living in Texas now. I'm gonna hear that shit straight on the news.
Oh yeah, you are.
Jerry gonna have his little comments, and they're gonna talk to not Howie, to Jeffrey, Mr. Lurie.
Oh, yeah.
And he's gonna be very political on his answers, but they're gonna be in the press boxes, respective areas, and this is gonna be like, hey, I got you, bitch, because you took us last year.
I mean, we only played 1 game for real. I mean, that second game was like the practice squad was giving them work, so they were working. Chase was killing them. I was like,
on the roster.
How much they pay them boys? My dog just busts up in here. Is there a Foster's can in here? From last week.
All right. Well, so right now, I just want to go ahead and put it there. Out of the next 3 games, you guys have us 3-0, so that would put us at a 6-0 record. October 30th, Steelers are coming to the link. I'm not even going to ask you guys because we already know what it is with that.
Yeah,
who's QB?
It don't matter.
Not.
Well, I'm gonna say I think if they make a QB change, I think it's going to be at the bye. I don't think it's going to be before the bye.
The Steelers never be.
You're going to want to go ahead and give that kid the best time to go ahead and prepare. And I mean, I gotta admit when I'm wrong. I really thought Mitchie was going to go down there and have himself I thought he was going to go ahead and make himself a name. I thought Mitchell Trubisky was going to get him a new deal off of his Steelers tenure, and that hasn't come to fruition at all. It sucks to see that, but I'm not even going to ask it. I think that's a W for us. So boom, now we're at a 7-0. Texans, November 3rd. Coach is going to be in the house. King might be in the house with him. I think that's a W. What do you guys think?
That better be a dub. I ain't paying all that money to watch the damn app.
You're going to get to see those nice red helmets. You're going to call them cherry heads. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and call that a dub. What do you think? You're going to get a dub in Texas there with the Texans, guys?
That's a dub, man. Come on.
That's a dub. So now we're at 9-0. Commanders, November 14th.
In Philly.
In Philly. In Philly. We just saw what we just did to them. Carson might not even be – you know what? I'll say maybe Taylor Heineke is the quarterback.
Nah. And then not even that. That's a long week.
Carson's not playing bad. Like he's put up some TDs.
He's doing all right, but that's a long week. We got a Thursday night game, and then that's a Monday night game.
Guys are going to be able to take a nice ice bath. They're going to be able to take their time getting back from Houston.
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
Just like the logo is already on the schedule. That's a dub, man.
So here we are.
Now got the depth we got. So
now we're undefeated going from the Commanders. We don't have another. We have the Colts November 20th. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like you want me to keep going? Because
where are we playing the Colts?
And Indy.
Does it matter?
No, it don't matter. But that's better for us. It's nice and cool. Nice and cool in the
we in the dome. We in the dome. So yeah, that's good.
The question is, what time is curfew? So that's really going to be the question for the Eagles. Yeah. I mean, at a certain point, we're going to shut it down, man. We're going to lose a game or two just because we shut it down.
I think our hardest stretch, okay, is we're going to see the Colts November 20th, obviously. Then we got the next week we got Aaron, we got Aaron Rodgers.
In Green Bay?
Is that game in Philly or is that game in Packer country?
Should be in Philly.
I think that's in Philly, isn't it?
It's a late game too.
It's a late game. This is the only elite quarterback we're going to be facing this season.
They're not really. I mean, they're not really elite. I mean, he's elite, but the rest of the team.
Elite. No, I'm saying quarterback. He's the only.
Oh, it's a Philly game. It's in Philly.
I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. It's a loss. I don't think in my heart, I don't believe it's a loss because it's in Philly. Look, it goes like this. If we're riding a high of being undefeated by this point, the guys are like, they're doing the electric slide on the sidelines. Fletcher Cox is bear crawling all over people's quarterbacks for like 5-6 weeks straight. Sweat's doing the sweat. Like, come on. I think we're going to see one of these soon. Like, it's a lot of juice that the Eagles are going to be producing. They're going to be squeezing a lot of juice. I think Aaron Rodgers coming to the league. It could be.
If what the rumors are true, that's probably going to be a L. Green Bay is supposed to be getting Galladay and Kadarius Toney from the Giants.
Yeah, I hope not Galladay.
They're getting both. But the thing is,
they're stealing money. Boy.
The thing is, though, it don't matter about the receiver. It's Aaron Rodgers, so he's going to somewhat at least make them a little bit better.
Yeah, he's gonna make them.
That's an upgrade from Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he gotta be I mean, I seen Jones. Jones will put the ball on the money, but he be doing stupid shit too. But their offensive line is just not where it needs to be.
Did you guys see the thing about like Galladay? The reason that they couldn't get rid of him is most people's contracts are like guaranteed money. Usually hits week 3 or day 3 of the new league year, and somehow Galladay's people made Gettleman go ahead and agree to day 1 of the new league year. His money's is guaranteed. So it's like he doesn't even have a chance to move the guy because it's like, well, we've already sunk $14 million into him this season because it was like, I think it was something crazy like $9 or $10 million was already due that year in guaranteed money, and then from the new league year, it was like another $3 or $4 million. So it was like, bro, you gotta pay this man $14 million.
Is he just not want to play?
I don't think he's happy in New York. I think he got sold
on Monday Night Football than that.
But there have been rumors like him and Coach Dabo, whatever it is. They've been bumping heads, and so
have you guys heard the bigger free agent or not free agent? Have you heard the bigger trade deadline rumor?
Odell,
even bigger.
Who bigger than Odell?
Could I interest you in that bull coming from Tennessee? He's a running back down there. He might come to Philadelphia.
Why would Henry come to Philly? He miss AJ that much.
so check it out. All right, check it. You ready? If we can facilitate a trade, we'd only be paying him $5 million this year.
Are you talking about that Kenny Gainwell rumor I heard about?
I heard it was going to be bye Miles Sanders.
Bro, if we get Derrick Henry, who's stopping his fucking offense?
I'm not gonna say that it's I'm not gonna say it's a normal trusted source, but I am gonna say I have heard a little bit of juice that there is a potential trade where we could go ahead and that there is interest in us going ahead and bringing him to Philadelphia. And all rumors we're going to talk about Jalen getting a contract extension in a minute, but his money, he wouldn't be getting that money next season. He would be getting it the following season because he has the one more year on his deal. So
4 years on his deal.
Works.
They can do something to his deal, right? I mean, he's got
Well,
4 years.
usually what it goes. So for everybody at home, it's usually when you get an extension, you get it while you're still under contract. Usually with the extension, obviously. But what happens is that money usually doesn't come until the end of your rookie deal.
Yeah,
they're gonna pay you your rookie money, and then the next year after your rookie deal expires is when your new contract is going to go ahead and kick in.
Take effect.
That's part of the reason the Carson money kind of was such a big hit. We hadn't paid him as much as we had because even though he was still on the team for an extra season post that, we hadn't paid him any of it yet. So
the signing bonus is probably allocated year to year.
But I'm hearing Derrick Henry could end up in Philly. I'm hearing that it might be Miles Sanders could be part of the trade package. If that happens, we only really paying Derrick Henry $5 million this season, and then next season.
So what is it? Miles, and the 2 first? Because right now, remember, we hold the Saints first round pick, and that's sitting at number 7.
Bro, that we ain't get cool. How are you not getting rid of that? I think definitely we're gonna go ahead and see. I don't think we're gonna give up a first round for him. I think they're gonna go ahead and give something up, but they're gonna.
We don't even need Derrick. We just need a Fournette type motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like somebody.
What Derrick Henry would theory guarantee y'all? Hey, shout out, guys.
Hey,
shout out my boy Zach. And yo, if y'all don't know, get on the Stat Daddy podcast, subscribe, run it up. This is my brother from another mother. I've literally seen my man come up. We've been through a lot together. Actually, if you guys really want to know the truth, Zach is the one that got me into podcasting years ago. So I didn't really even know what podcasting was. Zach said he wanted to do a podcast. They had me on as a guest. Everybody said they loved my energy. It was a wrap from there. I became a podcaster after that, y'all.
Podcast legend.
And the Stat Daddy. Hey, appreciate that, cuz. Stat Daddy podcast. We're going to be Zach, holla at me so we can get you on. I want to get you on Hey Poppy, and I want to get you on the Swoop Boys next week, bro. Holla at me. Let's make that happen, bro. If we do get there, that does solidify a championship because at that point, we basically become the monstars. Like no one's able to touch us at that point, bro. No one Derrick Henry out here stiff arming cats.
We just need somebody. We need somebody physical, man. Like we have.
The only issue is going to be they're going to have to switch up the offense because we run a lot of RPO. With Derrick Henry, you're going to have to run a lot of single back offense. So that it could potentially change some of the dynamic as far as
Derrick Henry. I take
the only reason I take it with a grain of salt is because apparently Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts are very good friends. I think Jalen has a lot of sway, a lot more than anyone likes to admit, but especially now that he's actually he's turned out to be what he is right now. I think he's the sweetheart of the city. He's like, you know how they always talk about Jerry Jones and his quarterbacks are they're like his sons essentially. I think we're looking at a potential this is like Howie and Mr. Laurie's son. Like they love this kid.
Like, Henry, go into Wawa and get us some coffee. They're gonna give it to you for free.
Jalen's coming. Jalen's getting it. There's a little letter in his mailbox after the game. Like dinner this week. Let me know. And he's having dinner at Lori's house. Like they're sending the town car for him. That's how I have it in my head. So I mean, it's just it's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Like the word said, it's take it what it is.
Take it for what it is. But could you imagine? Could you imagine?
What?
At that point, it's like, because then you got Gainwell. You think you got Gainwell. Jalen's still a huge part of the running game. Like at that, you can't.
I like Henry, but the price is right on that one. Like you can't mess that up. Like you can't say no to it because it's only $5 million.
And not even that, Henry would not even be a focal point of that offense because you can run through Kenny G for majority of it.
Yeah, right.
And then Henry, third down, 3rd and 1, and you got fucking 3 wide receivers and Derrick Henry in the back. You're like, do I load the box or do I help my receivers out?
Timeout. Yeah. You don't have no more timeouts. Fuck it. Timeout. We take the penalty. Just stop this shit right now.
That gets us into the perfect segue for our last subject here. Before we do get into the last subject, which is going to be Jalen's contract, I don't know if you gentlemen got to speak a little bit about Puerto Rico again. I know we spoke about it on Hey Poppy. I know I gave a little segment to it, but I do want to go ahead and say, if you guys are watching this, obviously like and subscribe to the video. But if you also go and look in our bio right after that, we do have the link. Now, this link is a trusted source. You can go ahead and donate, give proudly, and give confidently that your money isn't going to go to some politician's pocket. It isn't going to go to just some random person. It is actually going to go ahead into an actual organization that I personally have rubbernecked my stamp on, that I can tell you without a doubt they are doing the right thing. They are going to go ahead and make sure that somebody either gets food. They are going to go ahead and get help with solar energy. They're going to go ahead and get some type of necessity that is going to go ahead and better their life, because Fiona not only has it wiped out Puerto Rico, but now we're also seeing that this tropical storm that's happening is coming right back. Like, the island is just constantly getting roused. A couple minutes I just want to take. I went to the Bad Bunny concert. I know some of you may have seen my reel. The man is he's definitely going above and beyond to try to go and give to the island, go ahead and help donate, try to go ahead and do his part and try to go ahead and help out. He's even spreading awareness. If you saw the bracelets, he's got the same link as well to go ahead and donate to. So it's definitely a trusted source, y'all. The island needs help. I could go on and on and on talking about it.
I donated 1,000 last week on my personal expense, and I got 3,000 from people I know, and they were able to just go on Amazon, buy, and you can ship right to the address, and they'll ship it down there for you. Trusted source. You guys can't go wrong with that. So if you just give one thing, one thing. Like I said,
every dollar helps, man. You know, people need generators, people need the solars, people need food. Like, before this happened, to put it in perspective, Puerto Rico was already kind of a food desert in certain areas. They don't have this. They don't have the wherewithal of having people. They have to grow a lot of food out there because sometimes the roads are wiped out. Sometimes the rolling blackouts just cause they're not able to go ahead and go into town like me and you can do. And what's really sad is that Puerto Rico is a colony of the U.S. It's a territory. The U.S. is they have a responsibility to this island that they've held for hundreds of years now. And unfortunately, we're not seeing them go ahead and step up and do the necessary things to it. I mean,
I've been going there since I was a kid, man.
Billionaires and millionaires going down there and using it as a tax write-off, so living tax-free. That's not all right. You know, mi gente, we're there for you. Our little part, we're gonna go ahead and do it. You know, and look, if you're from Philadelphia, you're from the Northeast area. You know a Boricua, you know what I'm saying? You probably got a little Boricua in you. You probably married to a Boricua. You probably done had a little arroz gandules from a Boricua.
You Puerto Rican by injection, if nothing else, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's $10, $15. I know it doesn't seem much to you. Look, I bought 2 less hats this week. Last week I bought 2 less hats. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not much, but it's something, and everything helps. And I've even sent a generator to a family out there. I had my cousin go ahead and take a generator that I had. You know, like, it's just the little things is gonna add up. And if we don't got each other, then we don't got nobody. So the link is definitely in the bio of this video. You can, like I said, give proudly and confidently that your money's going to the right place. So, guys, any little bit helps. Again, please go ahead and run that up, and we appreciate you guys. Back to our normal scheduled programming right here. Jalen Hurts, and they want to go ahead and give him a contract extension, y'all.
Told you it was coming. You know how he's working
it. I saw a number, and I hope it's not the number, but I heard like 49.
That's good. That's
Nah. He's all right. So Jalen is straight.
How much is that getting?
Go ahead, Coach.
Jalen is straight, but I would give him one of those contracts to where I'm not putting myself. Well, not even that. I would extend them, but it's just one of those. There's so many other important pieces that we got to pay. 40. I understand how important the quarterback position is, but Jalen is not worth, in my opinion, $49 million a year right now. Like, he's getting there, but like, bro, you just gave me a glimpse of this product. I'm not even sure if it's going to be consistent yet.
Okay.
So.
You definitely have it.
No. I understand. It's like a sticker shot, $49 million. You gotta remember, Dak got his contract like 2-3 years ago. Mm-hmm. How much is he making a year?
He's making
over
40.
45.
He's making damn near 50 a year.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. But then as well, his GM is damn near in love with him and want to damn marry his daughter away to him.
Wait, but Dak didn't do anything. He never put up no 300-yard games like this dude against real teams. Against the Giants when they had nothing, and the Redskins back to back, right? So anyway, I digress. The salary cap has gone up. So if he's just getting the market, if he's just getting the market, yeah. If he's just getting the market value,
my personal belief here is, I'm not going to say that we're going to get Jalen Hurts at a discount. What I do believe is we're going to go ahead and I think Jalen Hurts, being who he is, we're not going to ask him to take a discount. But I do believe Howie is going to go ahead and sit there and say, look, we're able to go ahead and put your best friend AJ Brown around you. He took a reasonable deal. Devontae, if you want to keep playing with Devontae, we're going to get him a good deal that's going to be reasonable as well. We want to keep you and we want to make you happy. Well, let us give you a reasonable deal so that we can go ahead and keep giving you the line that we're giving you, that we can go ahead and keep giving you the players that you're throwing to. You know, everybody's going to get taken care of, but let's go ahead and just keep it manageable. I think Jalen's number, I think we're going to get him somewhere anywhere from 38 to 42 a year. And I think there's going to be a lot of guaranteed money in this, just for the simple fact that you guys do have to remember that since he is a second rounder, he's not going to have that extra year in the deal. So I think he's going to get a 4-year. I mean, he's going to have to get a 4-year deal extension. And I think they're going to go ahead and guarantee a lot of money, if not all of it.
Yeah. So I agree with you, cuz I don't think he's not going to ask to break the bank. Like Dak was like, I gotta have the best. But you've seen how, I mean, he knows that he had to get that money because he was temporary, right? So at the end of the day, Jalen is like looking at, I know what it's like to play without these dudes. So I want to keep this going. It's like Brady. Brady, he didn't take the best deal because he didn't have to.
No. I mean, Brady, but I mean, look, let it be a cautionary tale to everybody is now that we're seeing Brady has moved on and we're seeing that, you know, it is what New England is now. Brady took a lot less money, but we saw, I mean, look, he got to all the rings that he got to for the simple fact he was never the highest paid guy on those teams.
He didn't have to be though, but he was, but just not in salary. I'm sure.
I mean, look, I think Jalen being the kind of kid that he is, I think his father being who, like the character makeup is there, bro. Like we've seen, like it's not just about being good in interviews. It's not just about like the improvement in the work ethic. It's about who he actually is at his core. This is a guy that the team has won over. Like the team has been behind him even last year when it was shaky. This is our guy. This is our quarterback.
My guy, man.
That's who he is at his core. Hey, good night, Unc. We appreciate you. I know it's later on the East Coast.
Peace.
Have a good night. Appreciate you.
All right, now.
Hanging with us. Appreciate you. Love you. So, I mean, this is who Jalen is at his heart, at his core. We got to go ahead and recognize what it actually is. I think I don't think, look, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. AJ Brown got a $100 million deal. I said it last week. I'll say it again. He got a $100 million deal when the market reset because of what with Kirk. Kirk got a ridiculous amount of money. AJ came over to the Eagles and signed $100 million. He got his guaranteed money. Don't get me wrong, but he signed $100 million. Put that in perspective. Amari Cooper, when he got his extension a couple of years ago, he got more than $100 million.
Yeah, Fletch got $100 million.
Wentz got more than $100 million.
Yeah, years ago. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's all about the G money anyway. So
exactly, that's all these guys are looking at. So I think Hurts, they're going to cash him out with a nice guarantee, and they're going to go ahead and keep it pushing after that. I think he's going to go ahead and take a nice – I'm not going to say it's a home down discount. I'm just going to think it's going to be the right deal. That's what I'm going to say. Everybody's going to leave that table feeling good. No one's going to leave that table feeling like they should have came with Vaseline.
Nah.
All right, closing segments. You guys got some cops of the week?
Nothing this week, man. I've been painting, man. I got paint on my hands. You see the red in the back.
I see both of you got the paint and the tape up. I know you was talking about it earlier. Marcus, I see the albums are all off the wall. And you're about to make the big move. So you got boxes probably packed up right there.
I'm packing up. I'm cleaning the bathrooms. I gotta make sure I get that security deposit back.
Hey, that's a
just get the cleaning in, man.
Let let me go ahead and share with you guys 2 little gems that graced us. We're gonna start off with this first one right here. You see the color of that battery. That battery.
That's a white baseball hat, right?
That's an off-white chrome dome right there.
I like.
You see the burgundy P, the nice
Yeah.
olive green.
Oh, that's
World
nice.
Series,
Let me see the
right
vibe.
there. It's a good hat right there, right?
That's nice.
This one's nice. You know what I'm saying? Black guts too, so I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, that's nice.
But I'd be lying to you guys if I said that was my favorite cop of the week, because right now I didn't send this one to the group chat because I wanted to go ahead and save it right for this moment right here. This one right here is this. You're gonna see this one's been my favorite, but this one right here, this one might take the crown. You know what I'm saying? We got the flat baddie. We're gonna go ahead and see the Good World Series patch right there.
Oh,
the 1950s, John.
Like that.
We talking about the fightins. We talking about the fighting Phillies, bro.
The Batman joint.
The bat joint with the blue icy UV, bro. This hat right here got a lot of juice, man. This one right here. This might be the one for me right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a wall hat, bro. You can't see that.
Hey, you got 4 days, Rico. You got 4 days. Already planned my Saturday out. So
hey,
y'all see the red wall in the back, right?
I'm gonna be ready.
See the red wall in the back, right? In the background, right? It's about to go down.
I'm already knowing.
What's that about? To be a Phillies wall?
It's Phillies room, bro.
There you go. Speaking of the Phillies, they're disappointing us in more ways than we can imagine right now. The magic number is 7. We got 9 games left in the season, and these dudes are losing again tonight against the Cubs. It's disappointing to say that, at least.
Have you guys ever been to Wrigley Field? You guys been there?
I have.
I've never been to Chicago.
Oh well, we're gonna do that coming up next year. So that's a must. You got to go to that.
I'm trying to go to Soldier Field this year.
You do Soldier Field? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that.
All right.
Good.
Well, hey, look, everybody, Swoop Boys, you know what I'm saying? This is the, King, rest up. We hope you feel a whole lot better, brother. Hopefully, we're going to send you the well wishes.
And it hurts.
Hey, hurt. for sure. We're going to be getting ready for Arizona. Swoop Boys are going to be out there. Make sure you guys are paying attention to the social medias. You got Coach's Corner. I love that video with the emoji head, bro. I need more of that.
Rest up, King. Rest up, man. We need you, bro. We need you back.
King, you know what I'm saying? We get better, bro, and we hope you're doing a lot better. I know, like I said, I know Jen's taking care of you. Hey, man, look, we got a big game coming up this week. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I hope everybody's enjoying the season as much as we are. Hey, we appreciate everybody. Like, subscribe. Swoop Boys, we all we got. We all we need in this building. Last minute words, guys. Go ahead.
Hey.
Get that cape on.
Hey, like I said,
I might wear this to the game, man.
Why wouldn't you?
Why not? Do it.
Cuz, last minute words.
Hey, man, everybody stay up, man. Be safe this weekend, and we'll see you in Arizona next week. For real.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Boy, you know how we do this. Smitty up the bill, Booby on the wheel. Jalen and AJ think how we put a still fight. Eagles, fight. Oh, you know we gon' do that. BG, big player, Bonte, Bradbury, pick 6 in the bag. Boy, sweaty on the line, flash that with him. Boy, the Kobe gon' get him, constant, hit him. Boy, and my dog, big as my lot of switching names up. Should be Philly, got it sold up, bro. Why balls? Boy,